Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. This is as much as I can dance. Looks like Kelly over here has got a backwards bandwidth warning banner across his face, but welcome him to the show. That'll clear up any moment. How you doing, man?
Doing great. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you for sitting in. Dana, of course, is jet setting off to do the rock star life, and he's actually off to do a show. I forget where, but I did talk to him earlier in the airport. You guys send in your peeling videos, and I got a reaction from him that is priceless. I'll share that later. Got a very special drone to give away today in a very unusual way. Of course, viewer video of the week. Lots of surprises. We'll check the mailbag here. We're going to do the drawing for these cool light up Mavic silent propellers. But first, ladies and gentlemen,
those things do look cool.
Yes, they do. It is the Cadillac of processed meats.
Let's do it.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats.
Yeah! All right! Awesome.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, sir.
So I've got a challenge. This is the brand new ReadySetDrone shirt, which you can't really see. What is that thing anyway?
It's a warning that says my backwards bandwidth is horrible. I don't know. I can't get rid of it. Somebody knows how.
Why does it have to be over me?
There it is. I got rid of it. Okay, good. All right, what's the challenge?
So my challenge is anybody who can take the Pigeon Jerky song and make a remix is going to win themselves a ReadySetDrone shirt.
Oh, very cool.
Best remix of the Pigeon Jerky song gets a ReadySetDrone shirt and maybe some other stuff if it's really good. By the way, thank you, Jeff Baker, for the super chat. That's awesome.
Thank you. And how would they submit those remixes?
What's your don't you have upload at Ken Heron or upload?
Oh yeah, send them to me. Ken Heron upload at gmail.com.
Yeah, I'll help you go through them and judge them. I'm a good judge of remixed Pigeon Jerky songs. It's sort of, that was actually my minor in college, was remixing Pigeon Jerky.
Jeff says, show me a piano falling down a mine shaft and I'll show you A flat minor. Thanks, I'll be here all night.
Oh,
Zing.
Nice.
Now, before we get to drone news, I have to let everybody know something. Just about an hour before the show, as I'm preparing, let me see if I can get rid of that thing in front of your face. It's just annoying.
Thank you.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it really is.
It's not something I can.
On it.
It's not something I can control. There it is. All right.
I'm free.
Yeah. So about an hour before the show, and for those who don't know, I have a broken back from a car wreck, and that's why I'm wearing this girdle. Okay. So
somebody stepped on a crack.
It broke Ken's back. So something fell on the floor, and I was like, I can get it. I fell out of the chair.
Oh, goodness.
I fell out of the chair.
Well, maybe we need to get you one of those I've fallen and I can't get up things.
I certainly need one of those medical alert bracelets. But
yes.
Now,
Senior citizens.
Let's go ahead and get to the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
In the newsroom with all the news that's pertinent, all the news you need to know about drone. Drone in the news, it's Kelly. Hit it. What's going on in the newsroom?
Hey, everybody. Okay, First of all, I'm going to try to do the news with this black thing over my... You know what? I'm going to just tilt my camera down a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
So that I'm higher in the frame. There we go. Now I can use this as my news desk. Set my papers on it.
If anybody knows how to get rid of that, please let us know. That is the bane of my existence.
Wow, yeah. Especially since it goes over your guest.
And by the way, we'll just let everybody know that we are, and probably the reason for that is because we are streaming on both my channel and Kelly's channel at the same time.
Yeah. So if you want to go crazy and watch this in stereo, get two computers or open up two tabs and open it on both channels and see how that goes.
That's
quick
right.
story. You remember the Flaming Lips? Do you know that band?
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Years ago, they made this album called Zyreka, and it was actually 5 CDs that came together. And the way you listen to Zyreka was you actually got 5 CD players, and you started all 5 CD players at the same time with each of the CDs, and each CD had a different part of the music. So if you were to watch both our channels at the same time on this, that could be like Zyreka.
Wow. That's almost like, what's that? It's Pink Floyd, and you start The Wizard of Oz at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Dark Side of the Moon.
It all lines up. But of course, you have to go to Colorado and
Paul McCartney's been dead for years, man.
Smoke it up.
It's all a conspiracy.
All right, so what do we got in the news?
In the news. So here's something that just came up, and this was really kind of funny because I just watched a video on our buddy Billy Kyle's channel about the new vertical takeoff and landing, or VTOL, vehicle from DJI. Have you seen this thing?
Yes.
Well, it is supposed to be from DJI, but it turns out no. DJI has put out a statement saying that it is not a DJI product. However, it uses DJI components because DJI flight controllers and other components are some of the best in the industry.
Okay.
So while this photo was mistakenly thought to be a DJI product for $50,000, it is supposed to be an industrial thing that will fly for an hour or longer, great distances because of its fixed wing. DJI says it's not theirs. So if everybody was going to buy themselves a $50,000 VTOL, they're not going to get it from DJI.
Yeah, don't do that.
So there's number one.
Okay.
Anyway, number two. This I thought was pretty cool and pretty stupid at the same time. This guy who is Heart Test, H-A-E-R-T-E Test. He's a YouTuber, so if you want to go check him out, he actually took a toy drone that he got on Amazon. It looked like, something like a Bugs 3, might have been brushless, might have been brushed. He strapped a rocket to it, a fireworks rocket. He took off, and here you'll see it, and it takes off really, really fast.
Oh, wow.
There it goes.
Oh.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, see, if it weren't for the boom part at the end, it would be fine. If you could only take the explosion part out at the end, then it might have been okay.
I don't know. I thought the explosion part was pretty cool, and I also think it might have been a little bit cooler at twilight, so you get the more effect of the actual fireworks.
Right.
But this was something that he did, of course, to get views. It has gotten a lot of views, and I'll say two things. Number one, yeah, it's cool. It was funny, and I don't at all diss him for doing it. I'm just glad he did it in what looks like an out in the country kind of place where it wasn't going to fall on anybody. So, this is the kind of stuff that makes drone rules tighter if we aren't careful. So just watch it if you're going to do something like that. But, if you do it right, and you'll get the views.
Right, and don't do it unless you're going to film it, too. Make sure you film it.
Yeah, there's no point, right? I mean,
exactly.
Really, that's kind of life, right?
That's
Isn't that true? If it's not on
video,
Instagram,
it didn't happen.
That's right. All right, number 3, something stinks. Now, in Poland, there is home to 33. Poland, the country, is home to 33 of the 50 cities in Europe that are most affected by smog. So if you're like B in LA, you know what I'm talking about. Smog's a big problem. Well, the World Health Organization has reported that, and Poland is now using a service called Centroid. They provide analysis systems to tell you what's in the air. And they've developed a flying lab that actually can tell them what is causing the stink. It could be hydrogen chloride, it could be ammonia, it could be just formaldehyde, it could be all kinds of awful things. And, a lot of those things are byproducts of things like meat processing plants, agriculture, industry, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, they're using these things in Poland to tell them where the problems are and to try to clean it up, which I applaud them for that. Great use of a drone.
Absolutely.
So, if you're wanting to learn more, you can go to the Centroid, S-C-E-N-T, I'm sorry, it's Centroid, S-C-E-N-T-R-O-I-D, and check out their Centroid DR1000. I know that sometimes we could use one in the bathroom around here, but I'm just saying. The final story.
Yeah.
Drone bites Apple. Now, this one, You may have already seen this, and honestly, the reason I liked this and wanted to show it is because I had never seen an actual video or picture other than renderings of the new Apple headquarters in California.
Right.
Wow, it's pretty an amazing looking space.
It is.
The drone footage
incredible.
is actually pretty good, except the guy can't stop, shaking the yaw.
Right. Here is the footage. We're looking at it right now.
He took that thing, tried to fly it over. I'm sure he shouldn't have been doing this, and he actually crashed on top of it. Now, what's funny is when you watch the crash footage, I don't know if it's in slow-mo or what, because it seems to take forever for the thing to hit the solar panels. Hopefully, Apple was smart enough to put some protection on those solar panels. And apparently, the guy had the nerve to call into the facility and try to get his drone back after this happened.
Yeah, this is.
I don't know if he did.
Yeah, the footage we're seeing, this is the recorded footage from the tablet, of course, the backup.
Yeah, this is not the footage from the actual drone, because I don't think he got his drone back.
No, and you'll see here that it is sitting in between, and it doesn't look like he damaged any of the solar panels, but I wouldn't.
It doesn't look like it. It's hard to tell from that.
I wouldn't walk in there and ask for my drone back, would you?
Would I ask for it if I did something dumb like that? Hell no.
Yeah, I would hope that I forgot to put my numbers on it and just chalk it off as a loss.
No, again, it's an interesting video, but it certainly was not the wisest thing. And it's bad press for drones. But what are you going to do when you want something crispy and delicious like an apple? You're going to crash your drone into it. And that's all the drone news I got, Ken.
Wow. Couple of those for you. Did you have writers? Did you have writers help you with the comedy?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I've got
good.
a whole team, man.
Good.
You got a whole team.
You got a receipt? You got a receipt for those writers?
Should I? Well, I got a gift receipt.
No. So let's go ahead and delve into this really. I got a couple cool emails. Okay. One is an email. Oh, nope, they're both letters, but that's the only intro I've got.
Email, we get email. We get your email every day. Here's your mail today.
Okay, the first one is from our buddy Rick at Drone Valley, and he was on.
Oh, hello, Rick.
Recently, and he sent a big box of swag. This is the kind of thing I need, man. He's got. Hey, Drone Valley
I was wearing
hats.
a Drone Valley hat in the most popular video I've ever published. It's one talking about the Spark, and I wore that hat in it. And so, free publicity for Rick. Swag is great.
Yeah, these are quality items. And thank you so much, Rick. Let me go ahead and make my picture big so you can see. I mean, this hat, it even fits over.
Else?
And a mug. I got a mug.
Oh, my goodness. I don't have a mug. He sent me a hat, but I don't have a mug.
No mug?
Come on, Rick.
Well, I'm not going to give it to you. I guess if you want it, you would have to mug me.
Mug you?
Good night.
Thank you.
I got the same writers as Kelly. Bye. So there is a letter that came along with it, and I'll go ahead and share that right now because it's awesome.
Okay.
All right. This is to Ken and Dana. Ken and Dana, I want to thank you again for inviting me to be on your TNL show last week. I had a lot of fun with you guys and appreciate the way you positively promote the hobby. I know you have a ton of other guests scheduled. No, not really. But don't hesitate to let me know if you'd like to do another session with me. I want to send along a few things so you'll remember us over here in the Valley as you're flying this summer. Thanks, Rick. He even has letterhead. I don't have letterhead.
That is classy. That guy's classy.
He is a class act.
We can learn a lesson from him, Ken.
No kidding. Now, the second letter comes in the actual mail. And this goes along with the giveaway.
Snail mail.
All right? I'm going to read this and then explain how the drone giveaway will work this week. And this guy wants to remain anonymous. Hey, Ken, first, let me say it's awesome to see how far you've come since I first found your channel. Congrats. I've watched every single one of your videos and your Thursday night live shows. I used to watch them live, but that I've moved to second shift, I have to watch the recorded upload. Not a big deal, just can't participate in the live chat. I learn something new every time I watch your content and appreciate the wholeheartedly what you do for the drone community. As my small way of giving back to this great community, here is my slightly used starter drone. And I'll show you his slightly used starter drone. If you remember, back in, I think, 2012, this is the one that pretty much started it. It's the Parrot AR Drone 2.0.
Oh,
Can you
sweet.
see this? Yeah. Now, this is a large drone. It's one of those foam ones, and it doesn't have a remote. You fly it with your phone, but it's really cool. I remember flying this back in the Dizade. Have you ever flown one of those, Kelly?
I've never flown a Parrot drone. No, I've also never flown a unique drone. Not because I didn't want to. I just ain't had the chance yet.
Well, of the two, I would go with the Parrot. Even from 2012.
I remember actually seeing those guys racing in a stadium. What are they called? Dude Perfect with Parrot bebops, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Parrot makes some great drones. And he says, I contacted you earlier about giving this away. So he just sent his drone for me to give away on the show.
Nice.
I want to thank you for doing this, first of all. And I know in your return email, you said you would cover the shipping, blah, blah, blah. So now the favor part. Ken, this is about giving back or paying it forward, whichever you like to call it, to the droning community, and not about who I am. Ken, please feel free to express what your thoughts are about fans giving back to the community, but there's no need to mention my name. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Finally, Ken, it's great to see you on the mend and about living life, and keep up the good work and fly safe. So what I'm going to do is I'd like to give this away to someone who doesn't already have a drone. And I'm going to have to have you people be honest, okay? So what I'd like everyone to do is, after this video is posted, go back and nominate someone that you know that could benefit from having a drone of their very own. Someone who may have been interested in yours but can't afford one. Someone you think that would gravitate towards it. This could be the spark that starts a whole career for someone. This thing.
That's awesome.
And that's what I'd like to do. I'd like people to nominate. Now, feel free to make it a little wordy. Again, comment in this, not in the chat, but after the video, in the actual comments. Comment with the person's name, not address, and then I'll get back to you. I'll read them all, and tell me a little bit about them and how you think they would benefit from this. And I'd like to give this
great idea
away to someone who doesn't already have a drone. Isn't that cool?
That is awesome. By the way, before we get too far down, I want to thank Harry Taylor for the super chat, as well as Charlie Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Harry and Charlie,
thank you.
Demand.
Thank you so much. Yeah, super chat is open, and we are streaming on Kelly's channel too. So if you're watching on Kelly's channel, feel free to super chat to him too. And you said that I'm the only one who's ever super chatted to you?
Yeah, by the way, Ken Heron is the only person who's ever super chatted me in my drone career. I think my super chat's on. I'm not even sure if it's on.
Okay, well, if it's on and you're watching on Kelly's channel, go ahead and...
No new super chats yet on my channel.
Oh, all right.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
I'm just glad to be here, Ken, and I think it's awesome to give that drone to somebody who doesn't already have one.
Yeah, what was your first drone? And people that are in the chat, feel free to type in what your first drone was.
What was mine?
Yeah, what was your very first drone?
Mine was actually a blade. It was a blade that did not have self-leveling built in, so it actually. Oh. It actually was it was a real beast to fly. It was in acro mode all the time, and I learned how to fly it that way. And then I got a Estes Proto X. Remember those? They're real tiny little drones, one of the first small ones.
Yeah.
And then I think I got a SEMA X5C after that, and then I think I got the Phantom 1 after that. Man, I can't remember my anniversary, but I can remember the order of the drones.
Neil had a blade. We got Parrots. We got Sky Viper.
That was mine.
Parrot Bebop, Mavic Pro. A lot of people.
Air Hogs. Oh, by the way.
Yeah. Hold on before you get.
Quick, one of the things.
Yep.
One of the things I had that when I was younger that was super cool. I had an Air Hogs airplane, and they were called Air Hogs, I think, because they fly in the air. But also, this one had a pump, and you pumped it up. You pressured the chamber, and then you actually spun it with your finger.
Yeah.
And it had a piston inside of it that went up and down, and this thing would just glide all over the place. Well, it had power. It would fly all over the place, and you just chased it and got it out of the tree. That was how it worked.
Oh, that's
super
cool.
Awesome time.
I think everybody's got really fond / horrifying memories of their first drone, because that's when you're learning.
Whoa! I got a couple of super chats on my channel.
Hey, all
Guys,
right.
Thank you.
What'd you get?
Thanks, Philip Ulrich. Philip's a fellow Texan, so thank you for that.
Oh, cool.
And RSVP Drone Photography and Jim Crinan, not sure which one, but thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
That's
I
awesome.
Didn't mean to pander too much, but it certainly helps me pay the bills and pay for these shirts and such.
Absolutely, and thank you to the Everyday Dad. Ken and Kelly, great live stream, but there hasn't been enough girdle action.
Girdle. Let's see the girdle.
Yeah,
and by the way, Proper
there you go.
Rule and Julia S. More super chats on the Ready Set Drone channel.
That's great. Now, before we get too far
wait.
from this
Did you just
topic,
show your girdle?
I did.
You want some beads? Could somebody throw Ken some beads?
Let me show you my first drone. I actually have it here. Mine was a Hubsan, and this.
Oh, sweet.
This isn't actually the first drone. The first one of these is into woods somewhere.
Into woods.
It's off into woods, and
Probably petrified.
yeah. Then I bought another one and replaced it, and that one too is into woods somewhere, because these are they're feather light, and my first two
little
went
breeze.
Yeah, it went flying off and just gone. And
Little breeze will do ya.
yeah, so I'll give this away one day. I haven't flown it in a long time. I'm sure the batteries are beat. But
And by the way, I want to give a quick shout out to the Dull Diamond who's watching me tonight, which is awesome. Thank you. And also the Everyday Dad for the super chat, and Dwayne Rich.
yes, Dwayne Rich.
Is, also super chatting for Ken. So
Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Dwayne, $20 less rich.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Did you hear about the robot that went skinny dipping?
No.
It was quite shocking.
Ooh, that hurts.
So what do you got coming up on your channel while I get the next thing ready here?
Oh, I can certainly talk about that. So I've been told by several people I've had too many Mavic Air videos, and
Never.
I don't disagree. I actually am. I have a couple of products. I have some new FPV goggles. They're called Skyview FPV goggles. I'm working on a review of them. I really like them. They're not cheap. They're about $300, but they have dual diversity, 2 antennas. They have a DVR built in. They have a beautiful picture. I think they compete very well with Fat Sharks, and I've been loving them. So I got a review for those coming. I got a probably the biggest RC truck I've ever received that my son and I have bashed around with a bit. We just haven't shot the review yet.
Okay, how big is it?
Of it.
How is it? Show me. Show me how big it is with your hands.
Oh, imagine that fish that got away.
Yeah.
It's like twice that. It's probably a good 2 feet long.
Could a toddler ride it?
Well, so I actually did a video a while back where my 12-year-old son was dragged by an RC truck on a skateboard. So he was sitting on a skateboard. We hooked up a little bit of aircraft cable to the RC truck and pulled him around on the street, and he got going pretty fast. So those things have a lot of power.
Yeah, I have a remote control car that someone sent me that I'll be reviewing and giving away soon. Now you don't give away your stuff, do you? I do. I don't do it quite as often as you because I don't do as many live things. Part of the problem too, I gave away a Bugs 2. I gave away a Bugs 2 probably 3-4 months ago, and I had a guy actually put together a fake YouTube account and contact me. This guy was in Sri Lanka, and he contacted me and said that he was the guy's name was Naveen. He said, I'm the real Naveen. Then I had another guy telling me he was the real Naveen, and they got into this whole fight, and I finally was able to verify the second guy. He stole Naveen's picture, he stole his profile, he stole everything, and set up his own YouTube account. But I could see the account had been created 2 days before, whereas the real Naveen's account had been created like People are
months before,
shysters.
so.
They're really shysters. Before it
I
gets
had
too
to-
far
I
away,
had to
hold
do a
on a
little
second.
searching.
Before I want to thank Sean. Thank you very much, Sean, for the super chat.
right.
Love you guys. And RSP Drone Photography. Thank you. $10.
Hey,
Great
RSP
show.
Drone Photography doing the twofer. He or she just hit me.
Okay,
Thank
and
you, RSP.
And I
Drone
have
Photography.
a picture from him that I forgot to show last week. Yes, he or she. I think it's a he. This is a set of eyeballs that I had sent him. This is on his, what looks like.
Autel.
Autel, yeah. So
Yeah,
there you go.
sweet. I've never flown one of those either. Wichita Falls, Texas. Yes, I've been there.
Wonderful.
No, but I've been there.
It's not wonderful?
It's all right.
Okay. Now I want to share this.
Sorry, RSP. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Send me some pictures.
Don't go knocking your own state, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, all right. Last viewer compilation video was, of course, lighthouses. If you haven't seen it, scroll back and check it out. Viewers sent in their videos, and I assembled them. And I do one of these probably every other month whenever I have time. So if you would like to, thank you, 51 Drones. Has anyone else grown out of at least one fingernail so that they can get their... Yes, I keep that one fingernail really long like I did back in the 80s. For different reasons.
Yeah, I've actually
Philip,
found
thank
the
you.
dime also works really well too. I
Yeah.
keep a dime in my pocket. for that.
Or a second SD card will push that in and out very nicely.
And thank you, Philip, for the super chat. He's also a twofer from my channel to yours.
Thank you.
Uh,
Okay, so back
and
to...
another, as I said, Texan.
Yes. Yay, Texans. Don't mess with Texas. So, viewer compilation videos, I do very much enjoy seeing what you guys can film and put together and how creative you are. So, if you would like to send your video for the next viewer compilation, send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com. Please don't send me a file. Send me a link, and I will get that. And by the way, if you can help it, please don't send me Facebook, what is it? What's the chat in the Facebook? I don't like Facebook.
Oh, Facebook Messengers.
I don't like messenger links. So if you can avoid it, just please use kenheronupload@gmail.com. Now the next...
And by the way, Ken, I don't know if you know, you inspired me. I'm actually doing my first user compilation video of near misses. And
that's a good
stories of
idea.
near misses. And I've got probably 8 videos people have sent. I have actually not reviewed them yet. I was going to do it all at once, sit down and do some editing, but I'm going to publish that first week of March. So thank you for the inspiration.
You bet, man. And thank you, Proper Rule. Sorry I've been absent for too long. Health issues. Thank you so much. Keeping my spirits up with your bad comedy. Yes, it takes a lot of effort to make the comedy this bad. And I hope
And did you see, speaking of bad comedy, did you see Chris Pause, his joke in his super chat?
No, what was it?
What does a vegetarian zombie eat?
What?
Grains. Thank you. Well, you were late with the rim
Wow.
shot.
Yeah, well, it almost didn't happen. Okay, so the next viewer compilation topic will be tracking stuff. And here is a good example of that. This is tracking of a boat. This is by Casey Adby. He sent stuff before. You may remember that boat that capsized. He sent that video. So I believe this was done with a Mavic. If you have yourself tracking a car, a train, not a plane, we've seen that. That gets you in trouble. But anything that you're tracking, warmer weather's coming up. If you're tracking stuff, send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com.
Hey, Ken, I got an idea. How about if I come back to Nashville and we take a trip up to Roanoke, back to the hospital. You get in that wheelchair. I'll push you down a hill and I'll track it. What do you think?
Sure, but you better test the wheelchair first. I'll track you. Then if you live, you can track me. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So once again, tracking stuff in the next.
Tracking.
Yeah. So
tracking charts.
Let's see. What else did I want to mention? Oh yeah, we have to have the drawing for the Mavic Light thingies.
Mavic Live thingies.
Yes. Last week I asked you to please subscribe to the Daily Haha, my second channel. And,
oh yeah.
You know, you have to have, what is it, 4,000 hours of watch time or something?
I thought it was 4,000 subscribers. 4,000.
I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time or something. Anyway, I've got like 700 hours of watch time. So people are going there, but they're just they're like watching for 2 seconds and then clicking away. But anyway, I asked you to go ahead and type in there, light me up. And so what I did was, to decide a winner from last week, I picked the video that had the most comments, and then I put it into the Decidatron 5000. You know those.
Are you still using the 5,000 model? I upgraded last year.
Did you? You got the 6?
I got the 6,000. Yeah, it's pretty cool because it actually decides for you. You don't have to do anything.
Man, you have more. You're a bigger YouTuber than me. You got more subscribers, so you can afford the good stuff. But anyway, here that is. Let's go ahead and pick a winner. That's my channel if you are interested in it.
Can you hear my drum roll?
I can. That's very good. So we're putting in the video URL. Put that in there. And then...
Fingers are getting tired.
I know. Then we'll pick a winner here. And... Here we go. The winner is... Mark Broman. Hey, congratulations, Mark Bro, man. Go ahead and contact me with your address and all that, and I will send those cool props to you. Fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Kelly, I wanted to ask you a question. You're involving your children a lot more in your YouTube channel. One of them, how many kids do you have? 11, 12?
Well, that my wife knows about 2.
Okay. So, and what are their names?
Evan and Tate.
Okay, and Tate's the one who's like really into
Tate's the boy. Evan's the girl. We have a very androgynous set of names in our family.
Yeah. Well, Tate is really good on camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and show this video. What I did, you know, you guys have been sending in your peel videos.
Ooh.
If you're a fan of the channel, then you know that my regular co-host Dana Williams does not like to take off the protective plastic off of anything. He leaves it on.
He also eats bananas with the peel on them too.
That's true. Yeah, and that's just weird. So, but in his house, he's got laptops with the plastic still on it, and I'm surprised his couch doesn't have plastic all over it like an old
it'll happen.
Italian grandma from Philly. And if you're from Philly, you know what I'm talking about, because that's where I grew up, and I know all those Italian grandmas. They cover their couches because you never know. You're going to get a spill, darling. Okay, so Tate starts off this video, and actually Dana is on a plane right now as we speak. So just before the show, I called him via Skype and wanted to get his reaction to these videos. And thank you so much for sending them in, but of course something happened, and I did not I didn't record my audio or Dana's audio. So I have the audio of the peelers and then just Dana making faces. So enjoy that.
You want me to do Dana's audio? You want me to Foley that in?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Drone.
Okay.
My dad told me that you would like this, so this one goes out to you.
This is playing the part of Dana is Kelly.
It's all right. Longer,
Oh my god!
better.
Oh my god!
Sit
Oh my
there.
god! No! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't!
And what is it? What is that a charger for?
My heart.
What is that a charger?
Slowly.
All right, up next we've got someone with polyurethane.
14.
And how would Dana react to this, Kelly?
Kind of Homer Simpson, I think.
Okay.
Donut. Yoda. Peel it, you must not.
Got another side.
Here you go.
You're right. That was about the noises he was making.
Nice and clear plexiglass.
Up next. Oh.
Oh no, not a beautiful apple thingy for plugging in the wall.
That's what he was saying.
I find this quite shocking.
He was saying that he has one of these. That was a little weird.
And it still has plastic?
Yep. Oh no, more DJI products.
Whoa. Oh, these little guys were actually pretty fun to peel off. I guess, you know, right here, Dana would probably play a bass solo.
Oh, man. By the way, if you want to send in your peeling video, kenheronupload@gmail.com.
It never gets old until it does.
I know. I want to start a peeling channel.
You know,
Yeah.
I've heard of crazier things.
Yeah. Now, somebody else sent in this one. Now, this is someone who works in a receiving place that has just nothing but all these copiers and everything. And this was a bit much for Dana. He was actually squealing at this point.
You know, the only thing that could make this a little bit better is if while they were doing this, perhaps they were, you know, scratching their fingernails on a chalkboard.
Oh.
Kind of. You know what? Peeling the peel off a whiteboard and then scratching your fingernails down and then you go. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, now it looks like he's getting bored and yawning at this point.
Well, he was late for his flight. Now, the peeler at this point, I thought he was going to run out of units. But then he started involving his coworkers. At some point, he started putting the peeled plastic on his coworker's head, I believe, after this one.
Wow.
Again, if you want to share your peeling video, kenheronupload@gmail.com, and make sure to put in the subject line peel or peeling or Dana hates peeling or something like that.
Yes, that will get you to the top of the list.
Yeah. What are those videos where people just whisper?
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, there's whole channels where girls are just, and you can't understand what they're saying, but it's a whole thing.
Wow.
And I think
that's kind of creepy.
It is, and I think that this could be a whole channel. Look at that now.
It could be a whole new genre.
Yeah.
A whole new genre, Ken.
Yeah.
This could be like the Tide Pod craze.
And a little bit safer too. So there you go. We're gonna end that right there. We're gonna end Dana's pain.
Unless, of course, you suffocate with the plastic, because you always see pictures of babies on things holding the plastic and it says, "Don't do this."
Yeah.
My goodness, this guy just went crazy.
Yeah, he did. Let's go ahead, and I don't mean to ignore the chit chatters. Let's see what people are saying.
What are people saying about all this? My goodness.
Let's do a quick
How are
Q&A.
ratings? Hey guys,
oh, yes.
please help with the ratings, because if I don't do well, I'm never coming back. Ken already told me this is my last shot.
Shane Jensen says ASMR. That's what it is. ASMR videos, and it's all the girls just like, you know, I wanted to tell you right in your ear that you're. And they use these.
Can somebody tell us what ASMR stands for, or is it family friendly?
Yeah. Now, are people? I guess they'd be chatting different stuff on your channel. What are people saying over on your channel?
What are people saying? Whoa, Drone Classic Film is chatted some stuff.
Wow.
Dana needs therapy. That's something that he said.
Dwayne Rich, thank you very much.
51 Drones super chatted. Jerry Cavalry super chatted. Harry
Hey,
Taylor,
Jerry.
and lots of people super chatted on my channel.
Okay, cool. Now you remember Jerry. Jerry was Jerry's
Of
that
course.
cool high school teacher
Oh, yeah.
that
Hey, I'm the one who can pronounce his last name.
I can't say it. It's too
Cavalry.
many.
Just call in the cavalry.
Cavalry? It's too many
Yeah.
L's. There's
Oh,
too many
okay.
L's.
Hey, Jerry, change your name, please. Ken can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to run for a moment. My battery is at 6%, so I'm going to go grab my power supply.
You're
Be right back.
Okay. Kelly is apparently a robot, and his power supply is running down. So what I'm going to do while he's doing that is I'm going to go ahead and show you a really cool video. This is the Reading, PA pagoda. Did you know that there was a Japanese pagoda in Reading, PA? Well, it's really quite beautiful. Here it is. And this was sent in by Alex Philistine. Completed in 1908 at a cost of $50,000, this pagoda was intended to be a hotel, restaurant, and a luxury resort. When the plans for the rest of the resort were abandoned, the 7-story wooden building on 10 acres of land was donated to Reading in 1911. It's 28 feet wide, 50 feet long, and 72 feet tall. It's on the edge of a cliff that's 620 feet high, and it offers a really cool panoramic view of the city and surrounding countryside. Anti-Japanese sentiment was rampant during World War II, of course, and there were calls to demolish the building, but it was restored in 1949 with the lower story balconies rebuilt in stone. In 1960, neon lights were installed, outlining its roofs, and in the 70s, the Japanese garden was restored too, and Japanese cherry trees were planted around the building. Really quite stunning and beautiful.
That is beautiful, and I'm back.
He's back.
My computer is already back at 11%.
Great. Again, this was sent in by Alex Philistine. This is the Japanese pagoda in Reading, Pennsylvania.
That is gorgeous. Thank you, Rick Halber, by the way, for the super chat.
That's wonderful. I enjoyed that very much. If you would like to send me a video for the viewer video of the week or just any kind of video, I'd love to see them. They don't have to have music. If they do have music, I use the Epidemic Music Library, so if you don't use that, then I will have to change the music. Hope you don't mind. Thank you, Rick. Thanks for the great show. Thank you so much.
2 quick things.
Yes, sir.
Number one, Jerry actually commented on my channel. It's Calverley. Calverley. I was saying cavalry, which is wrong. Calverley.
So you were saying it wrong too. Kelly.
What's that?
Kelly, I need you to lean in towards the camera. Closer.
Oh, what?
Closer.
What? Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I also had a question. Where is Dana heading? And I think he's going to Seattle. Is that right?
Oh, yes, I think he is. Yeah.
So if you're in Seattle, you should go see Diamond Rio.
Absolutely, yes. And Dana and I are getting together this Sunday in Nashville to get back into the Adventure Mobile.
Yeah, where are you going?
Not sure, but hopefully my girdle won't prevent us from having fun. You know, I tried to lift my drone from right here up to here, and it hurt. I can't do it. Still, I can't do it.
Hey, man, you know, all you got to do is get a little better every day.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and someone invited me to go storm chasing in Memphis Saturday, so I think I might do that as well.
Well, is that any fun if there's no storms? I mean, I would think that would only be fun if there was a storm.
But this guy looked at the weather, and apparently there's going to be some storms.
Sweet.
So if not,
are you going to take your drone?
Yeah, of course. I'll take the old one, fly it right up in there, no problem. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Somebody actually replied with what ASRM stands for. Ryan Goodman said, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Autonomous Meridian Sensory Response.
Ooh, I think that means like chills, tingles. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's like getting a Q-tip and putting it in your ear, but not quite all the way, just a little bit.
Or
you know, you get
like
that.
Some people react to peeling videos.
Yes, exactly. I did want to update everybody. A few of you were very interested in the stray dog that has been hanging around the station here. I call him Roscoe. He's a black dog. He's been hanging around the station for years. I think he's got a home right down the street, but he's on the floor right here. I think you can see his tail right here. That's him right there.
Somebody actually commented earlier about who is the dog. So thank you for solving that mystery.
Okay, well, I do have a Roscoe update. Big Roscoe day today around the radio station. Here's some video. The stray dog that comes around to the station, I call him Roscoe. I took him to the vet today, got him his shots, had a cyst removed from his back, so he's got some stitches on his booty. We feed him every day, and I got him his rabies tag and heartworm and all that, so he's healthy, but the shots made him tired, so I let him hang out here at the radio station. And I made it clear to him that he's not allowed on the couch. So, of course, where is Roscoe?
He's no dummy.
Yeah.
He's a big dog.
Yeah.
So can I ask, is that
Hang on a sec.
that
You know you're not allowed on the couch, right? You know that, right? You know you're very cute. You've got pretty eyes. Do you know what down means, Roscoe? No, I didn't mean put your head down. Roscoe. What was the question?
Is that short for Roscoe P. Coltrane?
Oh, no. I just looked at him and I thought, it looks like a Roscoe.
Do you know who Roscoe P. Coltrane is?
Oh yeah, coo, Roscoe P. Coltrane. Do you know?
I'm gonna get them Duke boys.
That's right. Dwayne Rich, thank you so much. Oh, a donation for Roscoe. Yeah, it cost me $267 today, get him all his shots and everything.
Dang.
Yeah, but no problem. I love helping. Love helping Roscoe, but I am out of the stray dog business after today. Speaking of the Dukes of Hazzard, what's the name of the guy who was on the CB? Cooter. That's right, Cooter.
Cooter, yeah.
I was working at
Cooter fixed the General Lee.
Yeah, I was working at a radio station.
We got them Duke boys coming in.
I was working at a radio station years ago. Thank you, Paul. The first one was supposed to be 20 and not 2, lol. Okay, well now we got $22. Thank you so much.
Nice.
So years ago, I met Cooter. It was in Memphis. There was some kind of show he was doing. He was sitting by the General Lee, and I saw a very haggard-looking homeless man sitting next to the General Lee. And I asked him, I said, where's Cooter? He goes, I'm Cooter, or whatever he says. I don't know what his catch line, but I did not recognize him. That show was out in the 70s. Yeah. He did not age well. I think with a name like Cooter, you already got one strike against you. Right.
And living in Hazzard County is the second strike. So.
What was your favorite TV show as a kid? And go ahead, feel free to chatters. Go ahead and feel free to just put that TV show in there.
Let's hear some of the audience out there.
We can tell your age too.
I watched a fair amount of TV. I was really big on a couple of British comedies, actually. One was called "Are You Being Served?" I thought that was hilarious. I don't know if you've ever seen that. One was called "The Goodies." If anybody's watching from across the pond, let me know. $6 Million Man said, "I am Wedge." Nice.
Oh yes.
Greatest American Hero. That was a good one.
That was a great one.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be so free.
All right, stop. We're gonna get demonetized because that's so close to the real thing.
Yeah.
Hey, who do we get? We got super chats from RSP Drone Photography, I think. It just went by. And who else?
Apex Aerial Imaging, Roscoe Bucks.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, I could use those Roscoe Bucks. Thank you so much.
That'll get you out of jail in Hazzard County.
WKRP. Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh yes, that must have been one of yours, Ken. Come on.
Oh,
baby,
all the.
If you ever wondered, I can sing all those.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever came of me.
Yeah, I went Taxi. Yep, I think we're dating our.
I did not like Taxi.
Audience.
My parents watched Taxi, and I was never into it.
You know what? I used to like MASH, the show MASH.
MASH was great.
Yeah, but when the DVDs came out, there was an option to have a laugh track or no laugh track. It's much better without a laugh track, I thought. Anyway.
All right, little trivia. Can anybody name the theme song from MASH? What was it called?
Oh.
Do you know, Ken?
Oh, I know.
All right, anybody but Ken.
I have
theme song from MASH.
I have an endless repository of useless pop culture knowledge in my head from doing radio morning shows forever.
You got Mork and Mindy there. Nanu. Suicide is painless.
That's
Leslie
it.
Bird is correct for the win.
Very good.
Russell Schock, close second, and Xander Ford Space Fox. Great name. Third.
Very good.
Brad Drones, you're fourth, and beyond that, I'm not going to say. So one other quick thing while we're way off topic here.
Yeah.
I am super excited about the movie coming out, Ready Player One. I don't know if you guys have read the book. I suggest you do because the book is amazing, and I imagine the movie's going to be good, but not go into so much depth to the book. But the book, Ready Player One, highly recommend it. And I read it myself when it came out, and then I just read it with my son. and we are super stoked about the movie.
And that's a Spielberg joint, isn't it?
Spielberg joint, absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be great. When does that come out? Do you know?
March 29th, actually.
Okay, cool.
I do know.
Now let's go ahead and bring it back to
Sean Hyde Studios said it looks sick. So I'm never sure if if sick that's sick good or sick bad, but I'm going to go with sick as in that looks sick.
I believe us gray-haired people would think that really meant that he was barfing.
Yeah, I told Ken, I asked him if he was ready to do the show because he looked sick and he got a little flustered.
So all right, let's turn the car around, pull the handbrake up, do a 180, and bring it back to drones. I've got something really cool that I want to show you guys, and I want to see what you think about it, Kelly, and I also want to see if you would do it. Would you be this dude? Check this out. This indeed is sick right here.
Hey,
oh wait, no, that's not it. That's not what I wanted to show you. That's the next thing. This is the thing I wanted to show you right here. This is the Scorpion 3 hover bike.
What?
Yeah, this is an actual thing. And look at that. Isn't that awesome? Let me give you some of the specs on it. It costs.
Oh yeah, man.
60.
Are those brushless motors?
I don't know. It's shin choppers. This thing is $60,000, Kelly. Requires a $2,000 reservation deposit. It has a 13-mile range. The maximum speed is 43 miles an hour. Flight time. How long do you think the flight time is?
I'm going to say 13 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it weighs 110 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, and it's got a 3-hour charging
That's lighter
time.
than I would have expected.
Yeah, 3-hour charging time. Yeah, this is really cool. Would you do it? Would you ride this thing?
Absolutely. Yeah, I would give it a try.
I would ride it. By the way, this is in Dubai. The Dubai Police Department bought one, and they're actually using it. Yeah, I would ride it about 1 foot off the ground. Not as high as this dude goes. Watch this.
Now the cool thing is the Dubai Police Department could just, instead of catching the criminal, they could just slice them to pieces.
That's true. Yeah.
You know,
if you give
terminated.
A low speed chase on this thing, you really don't want to catch them. That would be bad news. But that just looks cool. That's pretty sick, man. Yeah, that is sick. That's the future right there.
Yeah.
I think I might like to try that. Yes, that is neat. So again, that's $60,000. What do you think, audience? Would you?
Let's set up a GoFundMe account and see what we can do.
No.
Buy Ken a copter bike.
Nah. I don't need a copter bike. Nah. Now, the thing I wanted to show you that was really cool, and you saw about 2 seconds of it earlier. There is a dude, and he sent me, again, I get so many awesome videos from people at kenheronupload@gmail.com. This guy delivered soup with his drone. I'm just going to let this play. This is amazing. And this is from Roger Murley. Enjoy.
Hey, I've been doing some experimenting with the cargo capabilities of the DJI Phantom 3 SE drone. I have made a little cargo hook here on the bottom. And what I'm about to try, I made some initial tests, but what I'm about to try is delivering a carton of soup to my parents' house, which is down the road. So we'll see how this goes.
I don't know if I would have put it in that container.
I find it interesting that soup is the first thing he thinks to deliver. You know,
right, a liquid.
Yeah. It looks tomatoey. Looks like a tomato-based soup.
Yeah, it looks pretty stable.
I wonder if the soup is hot.
Well, it probably cooled off a little bit on the journey.
Yeah.
So here's
Dad's out there to catch it.
Yeah, Dad's out there catching it.
He should totally open it and take a bite. You know, that would be a great finish for this video.
It would. So he's got his soup, and he's sending it back. Now you remember?
Yeah, thanks, son.
You remember the fly or the flea thing that hangs under the Phantom?
Yeah, I've still got mine.
You hit a button and it drops whatever. You still have it?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go ahead.
I still have it. I was actually, it's funny, I was actually thinking about other uses for that the other night. I was thinking about like dropping balloons from the ceiling or something for a surprise party. It'd be kind of cool.
Very successful. That was fun. And a little scary. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some uses, and I still have mine. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might give it away. I don't know.
When I first saw that, the first part of that clip, Ken, I thought it was Donnie from Big Drone Flyer 77.
Oh, is that what he looks like? Donnie? Oh, yeah,
well,
he does look, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, isn't he the guy that's...
I realized quickly it wasn't, but I thought it was. So.
Isn't he the guy who's in the hospital? Didn't he have a...
He had some hip surgery, I think, but he's out.
Is he okay?
Back to normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember I contributed to his GoFundMe, and I was wondering how he was doing.
Very kind of you.
Okay, we've got the viewer video of the week in just a minute. Is there anything else that you would like to mention, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm going to mention one thing. I've been really trying to up the Instagram game recently, putting more posts out, making more creative posts. Been getting some help from my daughter with the boy's name. And she has been really pushing me to push Instagram a little bit more and do better at it. So I posted something on Instagram right before this show started, moments before. And if you go there and you comment on that, I will randomly pick a comment from that particular post. You'll see it. It was me getting ready to do this show. If you comment on that, I will randomly pick someone and send them a brand new ReadySetDrone shirt in light blue. These were just delivered to me a couple of days ago, and nobody has them except me yet, and a couple of people I'm sending them to. But if you comment on that on Instagram, I will send one person who comments a shirt, and I will announce the winner on Instagram, I suppose.
Okay, and what is your Instagram if anybody wants to just go ahead and type that in?
ReadySetDrone.
ReadySetDrone, and you'll find it.
Yeah.
Okay, and by the way, I want to thank you very much, because very soon I too will have t-shirts. Yay! Yay! It's about time, right?
About time.
Yeah.
What? I'm trying to think of a good joke for what do you call a Ken Heron t-shirt. If anybody can come up with a punchline for that one, that would be awesome.
Thank you, Chris Pause, Pause? That's a great name. That's an awesome name. Thank you for Ken's Copter Bike Fund. Yeah, just 55,000 million more to go. Yeah. So let's see. I think we covered everything. Except
yeah, man, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gone.
A lot of fun. I appreciate the super chats. It was great to see it actually work on both channels at the same time. I've been kind of flipping back and forth, so sorry I couldn't reply to everything, but there was a lot to cover. But guys, you know, just tell Ken to have me back at some point and not to forget me when he's a big star.
Oh, yeah, I think what do you have? Twice as many subscribers as me? Big star.
I've got half the personality.
Ah, get out of here. You do have half. You do have half the hair.
Yeah, this is true. You got good hair. Your hair looks fabulous, like you say on Skype.
Thank you, everybody, for subscribing and for participating in both of our channels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the viewer video of the week. This was accompanied by an email. This is from Pascal Bedard, and he's well, he speaks French, but he's from Quebec. He says, sorry for my poor English. This is a short video of the Quebec Bridge I filmed in September 2017 when it was the 100th anniversary of the end of construction. It is the longest cantilever bridge in the world at 3,238 feet. At least 89 workers died during the construction, and the bridge itself fell down twice. Before the flight, I checked my aviation maps, and it wasn't a restricted airspace, but now, today, we can't fly there anymore. I hope you enjoy and wish you a fast recovery. A friend from Quebec, Pascal Bedard. So I guess nobody will be able to fly this bridge anymore, but we've got the video. So enjoy the viewer video of the week.
Je ne parle pas le français.
Oui. You ever been to Quebec, Kelly?
You know what? My wife is Canadian, and I've never been to Quebec. Been to Toronto, been to Kingston, been to Whistler, been to Vancouver, but I've never been to Quebec. I need to go.
This is really quite beautiful. I love bridges. Love them. Love flying them. Now, there's one point in the video.
I actually hear that the Canadian drone laws are pretty strict.
That's true. And there's one point in the video coming up that I would have done a little bit differently. And that is right here. If I were him and I was flying, I would fly between those things on the boat and under the bridge at the same time. But that's just me.
while eating an ice cream cone.
And reciting the alphabet backwards. Yes, standing on my head. All that.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Well, that
beautiful.
could be his tracking shot, tracking the boat.
There you go. Beautiful viewer video of the week. Thank you, Pascal Bedard. Awesome.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you
well
very
done.
much. Yes.
Magnifique.
Indeed. You speak French, do you?
Oui, oui. Je ne parle pas le français. That means I do not speak French.
Oh, I was just about to give you some French music. I can speak.
Ich spreche Deutsch. Ich spreche Deutsch. Ein bisschen.
I can speak, not to insult any French viewers, but I can speak English with a horrible French accent.
And you know the French people love that.
And welcome to the Candy Bistro. Oui, oui. It's very guttural. It's very and the oui, oui, and and the mwah. Have I insulted everyone?
We.
We.
Everybody's crying. We.
Dwayne Rich, thanks for another awesome show. Thanks for stopping by, Kelly. Very much. I appreciate your time, Kelly. I appreciate it. You're an awesome dude. And like you said, when are we going to get together and film something? Last time we did that was with the Spark, and now the Spark is kind of gone by the wayside.
So you said you might be coming to Texas. Is that still a possibility?
Yes, I'll be visiting my father who lives in Texas. And that'll
well, let me know when that is. My parents live in Houston, so I could come out there and we could hang out. And what part of Houston is he in, by the way?
Well, he lives in south of Houston. Well, I think it's Conroe, Lake Conroe. He lives on Lake Conroe. Okay. And my sister lives in Austin.
Well, there you go. You mean your sister, the famous one who was just in the video?
No, my other sister. I have a younger a half sister, and she lives in Austin. She is also going to be a doctor. She's studying to be a doctor, and my older sister is a doctor. She's a neuroradiologist, and I'm a YouTuber.
Hey man, we all got our place.
Right. You know, my dad's out in the golf course like, you know, 2 of my children are doctors. I have a third one, but is 2 of them are doctors.
Does your dad have a snooty English accent?
I imagine that he does when he's on the golf course. I imagine that's how he speaks in between cursing when he misses a shot.
Pinky out.
That's right. Well, what else do we have? Well, it's a little over an hour. We've been going on both channels, and so far successfully, I think. Thanks to everybody who's participating. I really appreciate it. I don't know what else to say other than...
No, awesome stuff, man. Thank you for doing this every week, Ken. We appreciate it as an audience. Again, thanks for everyone to comment tonight and to, you know, I've told so many people this that I had this realization. YouTube is not about it's not about creating content. It's about creating community, and community wouldn't happen without you guys. So thank you.
Yes, indeed. And it's also about eyeballs. If you would like some of these eyeballs, I didn't mention this all night, but I do have another batch of these. This is the only swag I have until my cool t-shirts come in. These go on your drone, much like that, and they do keep the birds away. Do you have a set of eyeballs, Kelly?
I actually don't. I don't.
Well,
I don't have any Ken Heron swag. I did pluck a hair from your head when I was there. You might not have noticed, but that's the only swag I got.
Is that how you cloned me? Awesome.
It's funny. I intended to use it to destroy you, but I ended up making a second one, and now I don't know what to do with him.
Well, you never can have too many Kens, right?
It's Kentastic.
Yes, until the model is discontinued.
Oh.
All right.
Wow.
On that note,
hey, actually, just Ken, I will tell you this something real quick. There is a thing in Austin called the O. Henry Pun-Off. Have you heard of this?
No.
It is actually a pun contest, and it is pun masters from the world come here to participate. You should Google the O. Henry Pun-Off and then come to Austin for that, win the big prize, and pay for your entire trip, and we'll shoot a video of the whole thing.
Oh, heck yes. I am in.
Heck
yeah. Chris,
okay.
Yes. You sent $5 before, and this $5, you're covered. $10 super chat gets you eyeballs, either size for the Mavic or for the Phantom. And if you want to set, just go ahead and email me, Ken Heron kenheronupload@gmail.com. All right. I guess that's it. We're going to say goodbye and thank you very much again. Kelly, make sure you subscribe to his channel. And Dana will be back next week. And then on my next guest will be Jay Malone, March 1st. That's next Thursday. Do you know what Jay Malone is?
Sweet.
You will.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.
And bye.